Hello everyone, hope you have enjoyed the first and second part of the video and you have learned something extra. Today we are going to discuss about the third section, which is called the font. If you have not watched the first and second part, please go to my channel and watch the first two parts and then come to this part. Okay, so let's start. Today regarding font we will discuss about how to change the font style, size, color, effect, space and more. And then we will discuss about how we can highlight the text color and default font, how we can set the default font, how we can add different language or design as a font, and font maker, own handwriting, your custom font. You can make your own font on yourselves. Okay, so let's start. In the font section, this is the font section of the MS Word, and if you just click here, the shortcut will be Control plus D. If you just click the mouse here, you can see the shortcut Control plus D. So once you either press here or put Control D in your keyboard, you will get the font dialog box. From that font dialog box, first part we are going to cover the font face. This is called your font face. Okay, in that font face you have your theme of the fonts, recent used fonts, all fonts. Okay, so I will show you here. If you go here in the shortcut, theme of the font, recent used font and all fonts, here whatever the fonts you have used recently will be showing here, and it is your by default font. Whatever the by default fonts you have, it will be displayed here, and what are the fonts installed in your system, it will be showing here. Okay, from here you can choose your font style and you can select. Okay, now let's go to the font size. In this font size you have minimum of 1 point. Okay, so I'll show you here what is the minimum, what is the maximum. If you go to font size here, suppose font size here, if you press here, if you don't have option to select one, but if you press the one option here, then it will go there, and you can, if I zoom this button, you can see here, you can see here, it is here. Okay, so what is the minimum, what is the maximum you can change, and what is the font style, I mean size maximum you have. In this button, if you press suppose 5000, it will get a pop-up that you have minimum of, sorry, you have must be between 1 to 1638. So maximum 1638 and minimum you should update as 1. Okay, so now we have, suppose you want to decimal points, you want to add decimal points. You are thinking that okay, I don't want 10, I want 10.5. okay, so you can select 10.5, not 10.23 or something like that. I'll show you here. Suppose you are trying to press 28.4, now it will not work because this is not a valid number. So in point only it will work. So let's say 35.5, so it will like this, I think 30.5. okay, clear? So next, go to the next sections. I am going little fast because I believe you know all these stuffs. Which stuffs is new or some I believe that you don't know, there I'll spend little extra time. Okay, now go to the grow font and shrink font. What is grow font and shrink font? Suppose you have here and you want to increase the font size. Okay, so here it is called grow font. You can press Control plus this greater than symbol. So once you press that, it will automatically increase the size. Okay, and similarly it is your shrink press, Control plus less than symbol, so it will shrink your face. Okay, now what is the minimum and the maximum you have, and how it will increase, how it will decrease. So single increase till 12. It means suppose you have font size of, I can say font size of, suppose you have 8, then till 12 it will increase as, for example, if I press here, it will increase one by one, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, but from that, from 12 it will start increasing to 2, right? Now 14, 16, 18, 20. Okay, now again after 28 it will start increasing by 8. For example, you have 28 here and you started increasing, then 28 to 36, again 8 will be increasing, and so on, it will keep on increasing. Okay, similarly while decreasing also same rule will apply. Okay, in keyboard shortcut also whatever I have shown here, you can try it. Next, clear formatting. Suppose you have done some formatting, you have made it bold, italic, underline, something like that, or whatever the size you increased, and later you thought that no, I have made a lot of changes, I don't want this change, I want to clear all the formats. So by default whatever themes you have, in theme selection by default whatever you have, it will be automatically selected. Okay, now font preview, it will display the font and it is effects. What is font preview? Once you go here, you can see here you have a preview option here, so it will see so here how, suppose you have selected bold italic, so it will be bold. Suppose you have increased your size or decrease your size, so it will show here. This is your preview option, right? So next go to the font style. In the font style, if I press Ctrl D shortcut, in font style you have four options. What is regular? Regular will be by default one. Then italic, italic will be italic form symbol sign. Then bold, it will become bold. Now bold italic. It is a combination of bold as well as italic. Okay. Now underline. In underline you have multiple steps. I'll show you here. In underline you have underline style as well as underline color. Once you select underline style, then only color will be what I say pop up. By default it will be black color. So once I select, most of the will be thinking that underline means like this, right? So straight line, this is the default underline, right? So if you go to your font sections and Control D, so you have multiple options you can choose here. Suppose you have selected like this, okay, then your color will be showing here, you can select your color. Okay, now it will look like this. Okay, so it looks something odd, try something different. Let's give this one and try this one. Okay, see. Okay, so you have underline, you have multiple options, you can try that and let me know which one you like. Okay, now go to the font effects. So you have multiple effects. Now I am removing the underline. Then effects, in these effects you have first option is strike through. In strike through it will be single line, it will be crossing the single line. In double strike through it will be double strike. Okay, now in superscript and subscript what will happen? In superscript I'll show you here. Suppose you have written 2 here, but you want to the power 2, I mean you want to be like footnote or something like that, you want to make it like this. Okay, so in this case you have to select this one and go to the font section and you have to make it superscript, so it will go to top portions, so you can see here. Okay, now if you want to hit it down in reverse way, then you can select this one and it will select it. Okay, this is called superscript and subscript. Okay, now the next option is shadow. In shadow, and before that I'll tell you one more thing. In superscript and subscript you can select either one, you cannot select both, right? And similarly in strike through and double strike through you can select either one. Okay, so you have total 4 options here, you can choose either these two or from this two, you cannot select all 4 or all 3 or something like that. Okay, now let's remove all this. Now what is shadow? In shadow you will get shadow kind of effect, you can see here. I'll just zoom it, I'll make it zoom so that you can have a look. See, I'm removing the shadow. Suppose it's subscript, I'm removing. Okay, so before shadow it will be like this, simple, right? Now once we put shadow, the formatting will change, so you can see in back end some shadow is there. Okay, now if you want outline color it will be look like this. Then emboss will go little up, it will go little up. Okay, now engrave will be almost the same, but it will be like little on the line, okay, in the baseline. So what is difference between emboss and engrave? In emboss, it will go little above the line. You can just see here. I just put OK. It will go little up. Okay. See, I am putting Control Z and Control Y so that you can have a look. Okay. So I am just removing that. Then small caps, all caps, and hidden. Okay. Before going that, here I have written some words, right? Suppose I want to be in small cap. Everything will be small cap. Okay. I'm not selecting this one. I am selecting some word here so that you can have a look. So you can see here by default I have written this sentence, okay, and first letter is obviously I am keeping H and I am putting as a full stop. This is the by default option we will use, right? Then in this, suppose I want everything to be small cap. In small cap, what will happen? Everything will be like this. Okay, will show you here. Control D. See here. Okay, it will be changed like this. Now in all caps what will happen, everything will become capital letters. It will change based on what font you have selected. If I am selecting Arial, so slightly it will look like different things, but you can have a look. Okay, you can preview here. Now next go to the next section. What is hidden? In hidden, if you hide these sections, I'm just putting it in the middle so that you can have a look. If I click on hide, that section will be hidden for normal view. Okay, in this section you cannot see that section whatever written here. Now how I can see hidden data? Okay, in that case if you want to see whatever hidden, then go to your options, then go to your display and here select hidden text. Once you see hidden text, you can see whatever text is hidden, you can see here. Okay, right? So again, if you don't want to visible your hidden text, go to your display and untick this one. Okay, now I put Control Z so that it will be unhide. Now what is the next option we have? Character spacing. In character spacing, if you select your characters, you go to Control D, you have another option called character spacing. In different word versions you have different options, but most of the 99% it will be look like this. In the normal case your scale will be 100%. If you want to make it 200%, what will happen? It will stretch and it will become 200%. Okay, suppose in the spacing it is a normal spacing, you want to be expanded, you want to expand it, and here are options how many feet you want to expand. You can see the preview here, it will keep on changing, right? Now next option is how you want to position it. This is now in the baseline. Now if you position to the raised, it will go top. You can see here it is going top. If you lower, it will come to the lower. In the normal case, it will be normal. I'll make the font small so that you can have a look. Okay, now it is in baseline in the middle. Now if you select in the raised, it will go top, and in the lower it will come to the down, and in normal it will be in the middle. Okay, now keep the fonts kerning for fonts. In kerning for the fonts, what will happen? The space between the words, it will be automatically fixed so that it will look like you don't have, you can see Control Z I am giving. So you can see that some space got squeezed, right? So that effectively the space between the words is become same, it does not change. Okay, now go to the next topic. What do we have in the change case? In change case I will show you. Suppose this is the word or sentence you have. Now here you have change case option here, right? In change case you have multiple options. First is the sentence case, lowercase, uppercase, capitalize each word, and toggle case. Okay, you can see how it looks. Based on that, it will be looking like this. Sentence case will be normal, whatever the first would be capital, last will be, I mean, then it will be small, it will be like sentence case. Now if you select lower case, everything will be in the lower case. Okay, A to Z, all the words will be in the lower case. If you select upper case, everything will be in the upper case. Now the next option is capital each word. In this case, what will happen? First letter in the word will become capital letter. Okay, so I'll just show you once again. Suppose I have given here in the middle, I have given capital Z. Okay, wrongly I have given. Now I want to select capital case. See that Z become changed and A's become capital letter. Okay, so in this case, when you fix the header or something like that, that will be easy for you. Suppose wrongly you typed middle case or upper case, lower case in the middle, and later you want to delete it and type it. No, it is not required. You just select like this and it will be done. Okay, then the opposite is the toggle case. In toggle case, what will happen? First letter will be the small, then it will be capital letter. So 99% nobody will use it, but in case of some design or something like that, they might feel that it is useful and they use it. But 99% in the normal pages, we don't normally use it, but you have options to do that. Okay. Now go to the next sections. Font color, right? In color, you have multiple options. Like if you select the color here, by default, the automatic will be your black color. Now you might be thinking, what are the color options combinations you have? Here you have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 colors. Okay, so in 10 colors and 10 colors you have these many options. How many options? You have 5 options. In 5 into 10, so 50 plus 10, 60 colors. Okay, from here you have 60 colors, and if you just press and leave the cursor here, you can see white background 1, darker 50%, 15%. So this is the lighter and darker of white. Okay, so here if you come here, it is darker 35%. If you come here, it will be darker 50%. Similarly for black, if you come here, it will be lighter 25% and darker lighter 5%. So light and dark, based on that it will go change. Now the standard color will be by default colors. This is the colors you have. Now if you select more colors, you have two options. What is standard and is custom, right? In standard, you have options which color you want. In black, you have here. Rest of the colors are here. Okay. Now you can see that before it was black, now it got changed to new color. So it was red color. You select red, it will change to red. Okay. Now suppose you are not happy with this color, you want some different color, you want to modify your color, you want your own color, then go to your customs and select which color. Suppose you selected red here, then you drag it and increase and decrease based on your necessity. Okay, suppose you want little light, something like this. Okay, see, you can see that before color and now color it will be changing. So you want light pink kind of stuff instead of full red, again click OK. Now it will get changed. Okay, so go to the next options. We have, I have explained everything in the font color. Now next go to the next section, text highlight color. In text highlight color, in this by default, if you select here, yellow will be the options. So if you select here, yellow color will be done. Okay, I am making a copy of it so that I can show you. The first by default option will be your, I'm deleting that to remove the confusion. First option is to yellow color. This is the by default color and single click, and you have only one time use. So if you just click here and select here, right? Shortcut, you can use shortcut also. So if you press Alt, it will show here where the options. In home, Alt H you press, then you go to I, Alt H I. So shortcut you don't need to remember. Once you press Alt button, you have options here. So suppose you want to go to home, just press H. So Alt H is the combination. Next you want to highlight the color, is the I color. So if you press I, it will be options here. So the shortcut becomes Alt H and I, right? So no need to go to any website anywhere to find out what is the shortcut here. For example, you want font here, you just go and leave the mouse pointer here. You can see here Control D is the shortcut. Okay. So go to the next. Let's go to the topic. Select color, no color, single double click and stop highlight. We are going to cover all these 4 points. Okay. In this, first you have single click. Next, if you go down, if just click the small button, you have multiple colors. How many colors you have? 1 2 3 4 5 and 1 2 3. So 15 colors you have, and recently used red and this combination, so recent colors will be shown here. So recent maximum, how many? Maximum it will show 5. So total 1 2 3 4 5 15 plus maximum, if you whatever selected, 5, right? Then you select based on your requirement. You have selected this. Now next you thought, okay, I don't want this color, I want to change this color. You can do that. Later you thought, okay, I don't want any color, I just want to remove the color. Then click on no color. You can either select no color or go to the options and select this one. Okay, directly you click here, the color will go. Directly you click here, color will go. So by default, whatever I have selected the last, it will get selected, right? Suppose I have selected here and color. The next options, if I go here, so by default it will be selected this one. So next time if I open a new Word file, okay, in this current situation, unless until I close all the Word files, it will be the same color. Okay, if I close all the Word files and everything and again reopen, the by default will be yellow color, right? So go to the next option. So what you have? Stop highlighting. What is stop highlighting? It is not enabled, right? So once you, suppose I have selected another color and double click. Once you can see that I can use one time only, right? Once I click and use, or I have to go and click, then only one time I can use. If I double click on this icon, so it will be activated and you can use multiple times. Similar like Former Painter I have explained in the previous tutorial. So you go here and double click here. Okay, so you can see that now the mouse pointer got changed. I can keep on changing whenever you want. You just select if you want one word, one sentence, full paragraph, wherever you want. Okay, so it will be changing. Now how I will disable this? You have two options. Either you just go there and click here, or in the keyboard you just press the escape button. Okay, so or you go down and stop highlighting. Now before stop highlighting will not be enabled. Once you just double click and enable it, this option will be there. So I don't think going there and selecting here will be the options. Directly just click here and it will go, or put the escape button in the keyboard. That's it. Okay, I am just putting Control Z to make it better. Okay, now what is the default font? How we can set our default font? You can see here, once I start a new Word file and type something, so my default will be whatever it is disclosing here, right? Calibri or something like that. So I want to change it. I don't want this one. I don't want something fancy. But make sure you are changing as per your requirement, not by your testing purpose. If you are testing it, just redo it so that later if you open the file, it will be look good. Suppose I have changed like this. Okay, I'll zoom it so that you can look it. So I have changed the font like this. So next time I open, nobody will do like this. Let's do like this. Okay, so next time I open, I want the font to be like this. Okay, so in this case, what will happen? You go to the font and select on default icon. If you select default icon, so here you have a pop-up window, right? I'm telling you only to set the default font. I'm not talking about the template. Template will have different sections. In template you can change everything A to Z. Okay, so now we are talking about only font. So here you can read, you are able to change the default font to default whatever you have. And do you want to change to affect all new document based on normal template? If you press yes, so next time whenever you open any document, your by default will be your this options. Okay, so I'll press yes. Now I'll open a new Word document. So see here, if I type by pressing, if I start pressing, your font size as well as your whatever say style, everything got this one. Okay, similarly for red also you can give red color and something. How to redo this? Just go and change here whatever by default I have 11, and here, okay, now control D, go to the default, yes, okay, now my default previously how it was, but before changing remember what is here, then you keep on changing. Okay, let's close this file. Now if I press new, it will be whatever default we just reset. Now let's close all these files. Okay, so it's simple, right? So now let's go to the section art, font, a different language or design. Suppose you thought that you are not happy with whatever the fonts you have. Here you have a lot of fonts. Later you thought that okay, I don't like these fonts, I want something new, I want something fancy, okay, which is not available here. Then what you can do, you go to your Google and find out what font you like, and then you download it. Okay, once you download you can install it. Okay, how to download, how to install, I'll show you with an example. Suppose you want not only font, you want different language also. Okay, font will be different. In English you have different style, in local language like Hindi or something also you have different style and design. Okay, I have downloaded one design and I will install and I will show you so that you can try on your own. Okay, so I have downloaded one design. I will show you here. I have downloaded one font, Hindi font I have downloaded. So I will install it and I will show you. So once you download your font, it will display like this. You would right click and click on install. Okay, once you install, it will ask is I have already installed. If you have not installed, it will ask it will not ask these options. So I'll press yes. So it will got installed. Okay, let's close this file. You have another options, I'll show you another way. So go to your control panel. You have multiple options how you can go to your control panel. Okay, so you can go to control panel anywhere. You click on my computer and go to your control panel, or go to your settings and go to your control panel. Okay, here you have appearance and personalize, right? You click on appearance as personalize, and then you have your font options. I'll show you once again. Once you go to your control panel, you have category options. If you are large or small icon options, then you have different options, right? So you can select easy option will be your category options. Go to your appearance and personalize, then go to your fonts. Once you go to your fonts in control panel, you can see here what are the fonts you have installed or downloaded. It will be shown here. Directly you can right click and delete, but I suggest don't delete unless until you really want to delete. Okay, or you can directly copy and paste it and install it here. Okay, you can do that way also, but I suggest that is the easy way. Right click and install, that will be better options. Okay, now let's try this. Whatever you have installed, which language, which font we have installed, that one, that is called Hindi we have downloaded, right? So go to your desktop, I go to your tutorial, font, Hindi, properties. So once you go to properties, you can see here details. This is Kruti Dev or something like that. I have downloaded just for your look. So you can see here, this is Kruti Dev Hindi font. So go to your word and select here Kruti Dev. Directly you can select drop down or directly type Kruti Dev and enter. So I'm just making the size a little big so that you can have a look. Okay, I just type something like this. Okay, now you can type in Hindi. Okay, so this is simple and easy way. You can download and install and you can try on your own, and let me know if you face any issue. Okay, now that is a simple way. You just downloaded your language, you selected if you already have, but I want my own handwriting, my own whatever I write, right? How my writing handwriting looks, right? That I want to be my font. Okay, so how I can do that? The simple way is you go to Microsoft Font Maker. There are a lot of applications available. I don't suggest all those because that is many pro options or free options. There are many advertisement or something like that, and maybe virus or something. I suggest go to your Microsoft original website. Okay, this is your Microsoft, what I say, Microsoft Edge new. If you want to know about new Microsoft Edge, let me know. You can use Chrome also. Go to Google and type Microsoft Font Maker. Okay, just click enter. The first option you will get Microsoft website. Remember, your website should be Microsoft.com. Don't try any other website. Go to Microsoft.com website. The first option will be get Microsoft Font Maker. Click on that. So you have options. It will show your Hindi or something based on your country, whatever. It will be automatically, it will show you. So now, before downloading, it is free and you can use it. But before downloading, I'll show you something. Here it is description. Use your pen to create a custom font based on the of your own handwriting. Install the font you created to add your personal touch, everything you do. Okay, I'll show you the screenshot. This is the screenshot. You have written A, B, C, D, everything you have to write from here to here. Okay, now get to the next screenshot. You can write like this. Go to the next. You can click here. So few sentences they will ask to write. Okay, this is a screenshot for your reference. Now before going to what are the system requirements, if you click here or here, it will show you minimum you should have your Windows 10. Without Windows 10 it will not work. If you should have 64, 84, this one X 64 and 86. Okay, minimum you should have Windows 10. You try it. If you like it, if you don't, it is simple. Just click download and use your if you have drawing pen and use it and attach a screenshot and you can use it. Okay, here it is mentioned as touch, integrated touch, or no, it's not specific. If you have touch or not, it may or may not work. You just try it and let me know. Okay, so our font section is over. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. Okay, thanks for watching.